Alright, well, I guess so. That's everything that happened in this timeline. And I gotta say, I am relieved about this, that you weren't the one responsible for all the deaths in this timeline. I am quite relieved, Luna.
Do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? Heck yeah, I have many questions. And not specifically about this timeline. About this Nonary game in general. What do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the infirmary?
Tenmyouji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket.
But why did Tenmyouji have Quark's bracelet?
I told him where it was.
When?
Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyouji?
Yeah, when he sprayed us with aluminum, right? Sure, I remember that.
Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyouji. The center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another word.
That was the treatment room, right?
Yes,
Where Quark was sleeping?
right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying.
Out of relief, right?
Yes. The display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyouji got it.
Okay. Why was Quark's bracelet off? Yeah, that is indeed a good question. I mean, we thought of the possibility that maybe he left the Nonary game and came back somehow with the bracelet off, because once you go outside, your bracelet is off. Right? That's... Given this situation, I think this is something completely different.
I took it off.
Oh. I guess since you work with the old woman, I guess you also have like special abilities like getting rid of the bracelets. I mean, how?
Aluminum foil.
Well? You mean the stuff from the crew quarters?
Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Ah!
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Wait, so you're telling me that the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
Yes.
So basically if we use the aluminum foil, then we can get rid of the bracelets. We won't be in danger of dying because of the penalty.
All you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet.
And the bracelet thinks your heart has stopped?
Yes.
Holy shit. It was that easy all along. Huh. Science be damned. Electrical engineering be damned.
Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod.
Wait. Why was Quark in the pod to begin with?
Oh, that's easy. I put him there.
When did he do that?
Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay.
So you carried him to the treatment pod?
Yes.
Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery.
I see. Well, except for cameras, I guess, so you do have access to that. You can see everything in this facility, but I guess you cannot really do anything else beyond that. In which case, how did that door open to begin with? So it was Zero Jr.?
That's right.
I see. He reactivated your body too, right? Man. I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. So, are you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Yeah, is that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Yeah, I think it's time that we get into the meat of this thing, of this whole thing. Specifically, what the old woman and Zero Senior want. I can imagine that it has something to do with Radical 6. I know that this infection happened on this world. And maybe it has something to do with that, but what does this have anything to do with Sigma and the ability to jump from one timeline to another? What did the old woman and Zero Senior want with this Nonary game? Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why are we brought here?
To play the Nonary game.
And why were we supposed to play the Nonary game?
That was part of the project.
Why did Alice kill herself?
Because she was infected with Radical 6.
How did she get infected?
Zero Senior and the old woman did that.
What? You're telling me that they were the ones that put the infection inside our bodies? Why?
It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed.
Of course. What would happen if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally, killed me.
Then what?
I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place.
In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenmyouji died for this project?
Yes.
Well, actually, it was the tuberculosis that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets. And they were only wearing those bracelets because of the Nonary game. If the Nonary game was part of the project, then that's one more way it killed them.
I guess, if you want to look at it that way.
I mean, if we are to look at it that way, there are so many things that we can discuss that happen in the other timelines, but I don't think that's necessary, so... Now what about Kay and Dio? Why would they kill each other?
Because Dio killed the old woman. He was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth.
Then if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right? So basically, once again, this is all because of this fucked up project that this old lady and Zero Senior had on us. That Zero Senior created.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Why did Dio kill her?
So that he could pose as one of the participants.
And why did he do that?
To disrupt the project.
Then why did she let him kill her?
The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail.
And from what I'm gathering, it does seem that the old woman wanted to die in the first place. She told you before the Nonary Game started that Dio will kill one person. And, well, the old lady just exited the AB room and Dio killed her. She wanted to die there. It was for the sake of this project. It was intentional. Six people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another by Dio. At first that makes it look like Dio is the reason they all died. But that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Please, Luna, tell me. What is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
Sigma. Would you hug me?
What? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. I was not crying.
This feels nice.
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Luna? Hey, Luna. What the hell is going on? Oh, you're kidding me here, Luna. Don't tell me that you're...
I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine...
Okay, I get it.
Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real.
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her best tight as I could.
You believed in me this whole time.
Yeah.
Even though I look like this?
Of course. I trust you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. You feel so nice. But I think my time is up. I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier? About if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it.
What?
Yes. That was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenmyouji. Then Kay and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself, and I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Yes. Very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer.
What? Why?
I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserved this.
No. No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You cannot blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
Oh, Sigma. Thank you. I'm really glad I met you.
Luna! Luna! It's going to be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please don't.
I'm sorry. My time's up. At least I get to die in your arms.
Luna!
Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye, Doctor.
Doctor? But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and held her, unable to bear the thought of letting more of her slip away. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound out. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears of my heart. It is time that we solve this once and for all. Now we shall go back to the problem with the bombs, and who planted it. That person is you, Dio!
Are you high?
No, it was surely you, Dio. The asshole of the assholes, the king of all assholes. You're the one who planted the bombs.
Back off! Shit!
Sheesh, Dio, you really are starting to like this, aren't you?
Let go of me, goddammit!
Getting pinned down to the ground like this. Fucking ass.
Get off of me!
How much time do we have left?
25 minutes or so, I believe.
What do we do?
We put in the password and stop the bombs.
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have a note or anything with the codes on it.
Oh, only one option left then.
Yeah, and that is?
Intuition. We trust our hunches.
That's... Are you suggesting we just... guess?
Yeah. I know, it sounds stretchy, but I think that something will come out soon enough. Do you have a better idea?
Well, no, but...
Wait, there's another way.
What is it?
Before I can tell you, everyone has to promise to do exactly as I say.
Alright. Lead the way, Fi.
No questions. What's your answer?
We all nodded.
Good. First of all, Sigma, you're coming with me.
Right.
The rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
Huh?
Why?
Didn't I say no questions? Good. That's it, we're done.
That's it?
Is there a problem? I seem to recall you promised to do exactly what I told you to do. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me.
Alright. If I turned without waiting and head for the door. Well, I guess we're gonna send the rest of them to Warehouse B. Before I could blink, she was gone. I gave everyone else in the infirmary a quick thumbs up and a shaky smile. Take care of these guys, okay? We'll see you back on floor B before you know it. So, just trust us, alright? Good? I can't think of anything else to say. I turned and ran after 5.